This is for Roan the Gnome, and we are playing Lord of the Rings Online. Alright, we're continuing our epic quest line here in Mines of Moria. Currently we need to go talk to Browan. And let me check something here. Browan is resting, in the peaceful path, a camp established on Durin's Way, northeast of the gardens there. Yeah, I know where that's at. So basically, right now, excuse me, sinus issues. I'm over here at the Chamber of the Crossroads. We need to go over to Theric Bazan, and then go down this little path, and we'll find him right over here. So let's do that. Wonder, can the stable master get me closer? Not really. All right. We shall get there on our own. As you can see, I came up with a new set for my mariner. Clothing-wise, I should say. Hold on, which way am I supposed to go? Is it this way? Actually don't think... You couldn't go this way. Yeah, that's right. Okay, you gotta go this way and then turn back. I ended up dyeing my outfit crimson red. Or crimson, I should say. And I like it a lot. You can see here, this is my blue outfit that I started out with, and I can switch to it. I like the blue outfit, it's really cool, but I wanted to go with a red one. I tried red dye, and red dye didn't work well. The helm portion up here would not dye properly to match. Even though it was the same dye, it just wouldn't do it, and I found that crimson worked well for the whole outfit, so that's what I ended up going with, was crimson. Right now, by the way, the Ill Omens event is going on. It's where you go to the skirmishes, and some evil thing will spawn during the skirmish, and you go over and kill it, and you get tokens of Ill Omens, and you collect those up and so forth. And if you do it 10 times, 10 days, I think, do the daily quest, either 7 or 10, I can't remember which one it is, you get the special, what is it called? My brain, it don't work. Skirmish assaults, is that the one? No, that's where you get those, and then Ill Omens, here we are. You get the legendary tracery by doing that 10 days in a row, doing this quest down here 10 days in a row. I'm not doing it today because they rotate out the skirmishes that you do for the Ill Omens every day, and the rotation they have right now, my character has not gone through those epic stories yet, so he doesn't have access to the skirmishes for today. So I will miss today's skirmishes. Hopefully get to do the ones tomorrow. So instead, we're continuing on with our Mines of Moria expansion content, which I don't mind. I love doing Mines of Moria. I'd have done that anyway. I would have just done the Ill Omen skirmishes and then gone and done Mines of Moria. There is absolutely nobody online today in the kinship. It's been quiet ever since the holidays came around. It got really quiet. You can see that you just go 3 days back and you've already got people haven't been on in 3 days, then 5 days, and then jumps to 19 days. That's actually one of my characters, but 23 days and so on. I don't know what's going on with the kinship. I think people may have burned out. Have I done this one yet? Let me check something. It's a repeatable quest that you have previously completed. Okay, so I have done it. I just want to make sure I do it because I want to get, I'm trying to 100% the Mines of Moria expansion. Seeing as the kinship is getting super quiet lately, I may have to do that with higher level help to get the dungeons and raids done, but we'll do what we have to do. This did not take me where I was wanting to go. I just now realized that. That's a total waste. I was talking and not paying attention. We're just going to go to 21st Hall. We'll go from there. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. Kinship's got quiet. We had a good solid 6 people playing where we do a single group for dungeons. We were having a lot of fun with that, and then the holidays came around and everybody had things to do, myself included. But so we were trying to get a second group so that we would have a raid force to do raids. And I don't know, now we're trying to get back to one group, so I don't think the raid's gonna happen. Hmm. And to be perfectly honest, I mean, I really enjoy the whole level locking, but getting to the point where nobody's around, and I'm going to be ready to move on to Siege of Mirkwood here soon, so I don't know what we're going to do. Oh, that's right, it's this way. Whenever I finish Mines of Moria, if nobody's around, I guess I'll just up the level lock or get rid of it altogether. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Because, I intend to keep continuing every month, at least 5 levels, if not 10 levels every month. Let's see. I know there's Moravels over here, Maravels, whatever you call them, in this area that I believe I still need for one of my Slayer deeds. These are not them, of course. Those are goblins. Here's where Bruin should be, or Browen should be. And, by the way, what I was just saying about the kinship, I don't hold that against anybody at all. Going, doing something else, deciding that they don't want to play the game right now, or just having other things to do in life, or having other interests. That's just how life goes. I'm not upset at all about that. I'm not upset at all. That's what I'm saying. I don't want anybody to get the wrong idea. I'm just saying, you can only do what you can do, and if there's nobody around, you have to go on. But I've always been of the mind that you do what is important to you, and if it's fun to you, do it. If it's no longer fun, don't do it. It's a game. All right, friend Risiki, I thank you for rescuing me. This is not the adventure I had in mind when we arrived in Holland. When the creature of the pool took me from before the doors of Durin, I thought I was doomed. But the creature must have had a mind to save some of its prey for later, and so I was left within the watery treasure in the depths of Moria, as was Owen so many years ago. He found Ziegelberg Risiki. Who knows how long he wielded it to fend off the monstrous creature in the depths. Yet in the end, even with the mithril axe itself, he could not escape. That would have been my fate as well if you had not found your way into the watery depths and driven away the beast. I desire adventures no more. No songs or tales for me. I have had enough. You have rescued me from the drowned treasury, but still I am afraid. I fear that the recovery of Ziegelberg will prove ill for the dwarves. There is something about the axe that fills me with dread. I worry it will awaken unwholesome greed in my people. Already Bori has risked much in his desire for this weapon. Please return to the Chamber of Leadership and tell Bori of my concerns. His words as we left the flooded chambers where I had been trapped by the Watcher filled me with worry. Okay, so Bruin wants me to go back and talk with Bori. And Bori is going to be 21st Hall? Chamber of Leadership, yeah, 21st Hall. Which we just called to, which you take a wild guess what that means. We can't call back to it, so we gotta run there. But we ran there from. Ignore me. We just ran there to get to here, so it's not that far. It's not what I'm getting at. My brain's not working properly today. Alright, so we'll head back this way. We'll just run and kill anything along the way that we see. I need these for the wargs. Need a lot of the wargs, unfortunately. Oh, Maryvale. Or Moorval. Definitely needed that. I know I say this all the time, but I'm going to say it again. Such a beautiful game. There goes a couple of individuals right there. Could have mounted to go faster, but I'm just enjoying the walk. What tidings do you bring from my friend? Rowan is worried. He has been through much hardship, but he must realize the glory that awaits us. We are so near to casting the orcs out of Moria that I can taste it. We cannot stop now that we have the means for victory. Do you not know the story of Azog? I will not recount it for you now, for it is grim, but know that Mazog, spawn of his spawn, is surely hewn from the same block as he, terrible and merciless. Excuse me. More of our scouts have returned, and they believe they have found the location of Mazog's fortress. It is a place called Zabig-de-Gothol in Nud-Malak. One such scout, Gluma, is located near Zabig-de-Gothol. Travel to Nud-Malak and speak to him. Alright, so now we're going to Nud-Malak. Ah, yes, over here, Nud-Malak. Okay, cool. I love this area we're about to go to. It's so incredible looking. Watch that last step. It's a Lulu. Ah! It's just a flesh wound. We'll be fine. Uh-oh. Lagging. Perfect. Right around the corner. Here we come, my friends. Nudmelik is going to be amazing. See this. Another one of the wonders of the mines of Moria. Incredible. Listen to that. So now there was a gentleman that was down here. I came here the other day when I was passing through, and I got his quest. So that's the Majesty of the Stone Trees thing that I'm doing right this moment. How to get? Oh, I was supposed to do it up here, wasn't I? Here we are. And then we gotta go down the stairs down here to get to the last one. Just look at that. Take that in for a second. Incredible. I'm glad you had a chance to meditate upon the beauty of this view before leaving Moria. But you surely noticed some things amiss, Risiki, as did I. Did you encounter any danger upon the stair? I ask because I was nearly killed by a spear flung at me from above. I suspect goblins are the culprit, but they were too cowardly to show themselves. You climb up again, I have no doubt that you will find scheming, mischievous goblins waiting with pointy sticks at the ready. I, for one, will not miss them if you wish to cleave a few of their skulls. Let's go teach these goblins a lesson. Can't get through on this side. Try the other side. actually need these for one of my Slayer deeds. Let's see, what are we at? 48 of 100, not even on the advanced version yet. Got a remote quest after getting up here. Tell you what, I'm going to do something here. I'm going to switch out my pocket item that kills my experience so I can get up to just before 61. Then I'll put that back in to stop experience, so that when I'm ready to go up, I can swap them out and it'll be almost instantaneous to hit 61. Lagging pretty bad right now. Oh, something's attacking me. Wow. Taking the weapons of the spear-throwing goblins of Khazad-Zadam, making the stair safer for those who wish to leave Moria through the eastern door. Still need to find the source of the tremor up here. It's gonna be right over here. There it is. Defeated the menace upon the stair. Let's see what we got here. Deed bestowed, defeat trolls. There's a Slayer deed for you that I just literally started. That's the first one. It's going to take a while. And there's not a lot of trolls here in Moria, honestly. That's one of the Slayer deeds. It's kind of a pain to finish. But we will do it. Why? Because we're a completionist. Well done. Now I need not fear that my toes get impaled by hurling spears when I begin my ascent. I am here to look out at the great stone trees and see this legendary hall with my own eyes ere I pass into the light. If you are going down with me, let us pay a tribute to the dwarf statues from Durin's day that line the hall. Legend has it that there are braziers at the feet of the dwarves that once cast an orange glow along the full length of the second hall, but these have long been unlit. I have traveled here to look upon the magnificent stone trees, but I find my meditation disturbed by hints of a strange odor. It is fleeting, but its source must be powerful in such a draughty, wide, high-ceilinged hall. Hard to read here. My brain's going, Will you find the source of the odor? I would hate to see even this stone forest tainted by the evils that have crept into Moria. Alright, So we are going to head on down. We'll use this to call him to our side. He's going to come with us. We're going to light the braziers, defeat the stone dwarves, and find the first source of the odor. Which is the other way, but it's fine. They all go to the same spot. And by the way, when I checked earlier, it looked as though they have fixed the Lotro store, so it's working again. I tried to go to the forums, and it looked as though the forums aren't working right now. They seem to be having some server issues today, it would appear. Or this weekend. Alright, we got a remote quest for those guys. Defeat enemies and monsters in the second hall. I like picking up these little remote quests that they throw at you when you're going through areas. I think that's a cool idea. I think more MMOs should do that. Not have every quest that you do be something that you got to go back to a quest hub to get. There should be things that you just naturally are like, oh, you know what, this is bad. I should do something about it here while I'm here, you know? They did a lot of good things, a lot of good decisions they made in this MMO over the years. This is going to be the source of the, what do they call it? The odor. Now we got to find the second source. What we got here? Was that the killing? Yeah. Okay. Of the monsters. Alright. That gained us some experience. Should also have the lighting of the things around here somewhere, if I remember correctly. Glad that these things are here. I need a ton of them. I think I smell popcorn. I think my brother's making some popcorn. By the way, if I have to jump up quickly and take a break from this, it's because I'm supposed to be having some groceries delivered today. Just waiting for the delivery to get here. When that happens, I'll be gone for like 5-10 minutes. I will let y'all know before I jump up and do that, though. Yeah, I can hear him in there. He's doing popcorn the old-fashioned way, in the pot. That's actually, I highly encourage people to try that sometime, as opposed to microwave. I think it's actually better tasting doing it on the stove. Take a second here and look up. Oops, wrong button. There we are. The splendor and massive nature of this area. I've never done it because I haven't done many raids at all in Lord of the Rings Online. But I believe this is the site of one of the raids here in Lord of the Rings and Mines of Moria. I mean, do hope to do that one this time through. Here's the next fungus. Oh my. Alright, whoops, sorry about that, everybody. You have discovered 3 clusters of fungus in the second hall of Nudmelek. Alas, for the spread of a scourge in Moria, not even the fair stone trees are safe now. You wonder what has woken the spores and stirred them to creep upward, even to these dry halls. Okay. A little wondering, where are the things of they're on the other side of the hall that I'm supposed to be lighting. They're all on the other side. I'm gonna kill these glowworms, then we'll head over there. That actually heads to another quest area we'll be doing later on. Want to get all these worms. I think they're on the other side as well, but while I'm here and I see them, I'm going to kill them for this remote quest that I got right now. And you know I can't pass up harvesting something. Just part of my nature. So, if you remember, in Lord of the Rings Online, we're close to the spot. There's the crevice. We're not actually in a good spot to see it. But the famous scene in the movie where Gandalf is facing the Balrog and he says, "You will not pass." That is like right out over there. We'll get to a better point where you can see it here in a moment. But yeah, we're right at that area. Well, I'll be. There you go. So we need one more of those. Ah, there's lots of worms right there. Like over in that area, we're getting close to it. We won't be able to see it just right here, but we will be doing some questing over in that area that will take us right to it. And those are the kinds of things that I find super cool in this game, is things from the books and movies that you actually come across in the game itself. I have a Slayer for those, do I? No. Alright, let's get these braziers lit up here. You can see it glowing over in the distance. As I've always said, if it glows in an MMO, click it or kill it. Those are your only options. In this case, we will click it. Oh yeah, that works perfectly. Realize that. Trying to fix something on my screen. I apologize. Take a little while. Ah, I see. Okay, that'll work perfectly. Trying to make it easier for myself to see up there when people are chatting, and also when Twitch is about to do advertisements, so I can snooze it if I'm in the middle of something super important. I like the way I've got that set up now. That's going to work very well. Speaking of which, if you are watching on Twitch and you enjoy my content, first off, thank you. And if you would, go ahead and hit the follow. We're creeping up closer to 300 followers. Let me see, where are we at right now? We're at 286 followers right now on Twitch, which is fantastic. And if you're over on YouTube, again, thank you. Please hit the subscribe. We have reached the 500 subscriber mark over the holidays and continuing to grow. And I'm absolutely amazed and thankful for each and every one of you. If you would hit the like and leave a comment, it super helps push me up in people's searches over there, by the way. And not stress enough how much of a difference I see whenever that happens. All right, let's see what we got going on here with Svanna. Wonderful. Now, let us find the bridge of Khazad-dûm, Risiki. I am glad to have you with me on this pilgrimage, for none of the historic landmarks of Moria should be viewed alone. All right, let's just find the bridge of... Oh, we're going to the bridge. Oh, that's this. Remember I said there's the quest area we were going to go to? That was down a hall over this way. By the way, you can see right there, there's the huge crevice. There's the bridge that went across. And that's right there is where Gandalf said, "You shall not pass." We will get to that, but not right here at the moment. That's not on this current line of quest. Okay. There we are. Alright, here's where we're headed. It's good to see you. I'm glad that Boré was kind enough to send me a bit of help here. Down below, Mazag's men have been hard at work. Can you defeat Mazag's closest servants, Risiki? They're called the Pulpum, and they seem to serve as his most loyal and formidable bodyguards and can be found in the area below. Okay. Was there anything else we had to do up here? Let me check real quick. Nope, it's just doing this stuff here. Got it. Oops, kept going. good coffee. It's Folgers, by the way. Straight black Folgers, the way I like it. I am actually playing a Mariner. This was the newest class released to the game with this last expansion that just came out. And by the way, thanks for joining the chat club. Do appreciate when people actually chat with me. Let's see, where am I supposed to be going? Oh. Well, hello there, bad guy. Oh, holy crap. We're not killing that. Oh my god. What the heck was that? I've never seen him before. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder if we can revive here. Fine. What do you say? Not a problem. Just installing. Figured I'd give this game a try. Well, that's awesome. I think that you're going to enjoy it. It's a really good game. And you get a lot. Rare Elite Master. Holy crap. What level was he? 55. And he tore me up. I'd like to kill him, but man, he really ripped into me hard. No, the game's fantastic. It really is. And the game is highly story-based. I tell everybody that. It is a very story-based game. So I 100% recommend reading all the quest dialogue. I mean, you're going to run into your occasional filler quest, you know, but most of it is extremely good writing. This is where he was. Okay, so. Okay, I think I know how I'm supposed to get out there. Alright. We're not going to mess with him right now because I'm not sure what the heck is going on there with him. He beat me like a raid mom. So I'm going to avoid him for the time being. Dungeons, raids, how's gripping work? By the way, groups, because this is one of those things that's kind of screwy, and people get in this game coming from other MMOs and they don't know. The terminology is a little different here in this game. Groups are called fellowships. Guilds are called kinships. Yes, there is grouping, fellowships, whatever. I call it grouping because it's the world I came from. 99% of the game is soloable. And I say that because it's story-based, and there's a lot of side arcs and so on and so forth. People are always on their part that they're doing at that time. So with the game as old as it is, just like any other game like EverQuest and so on and so forth, a lot of people are at the end game. You do see a ton of people, though, in the low and mid levels as well. But the point is, you'll spend most of your time just going and doing what you need to do, solo. Then there's dungeons. They call them instances here, and if you overlevel them, you can solo them. If not, you'll want to get a fellowship to run through them. And raids are just like raids in other games. Tend to be lower count in this game. A group is a group fellowship, whatever, is 6 players, just like EverQuest. And raids are generally 2 groups, so 12 players. I don't have a ton of experience with the raid stuff because I haven't done hardly any in this game yet. I've done very, very, very few. There are people at the end game that take it very seriously and raid and do all that kind of stuff, just like any other MMO. But I'm not there yet, and I enjoy the story so much that I don't know if I'll ever truly be a hardcore raider in this game. I do find that the dungeons and some of the raids I've done in this game are they're not just straightforward easy. There's a lot of different, how do I put this, effects and stuff that you have to deal with, and only certain classes can do certain things that need to be used to against the effect that's happening at that time and so forth. It's a pretty complex system, um, in my mind at least. How about collectibles? Usually one that explores the lore. Oh my god, there's tons. Let me show you this. Collections. So these are all of the pets that you can collect in the game. These are all of the mounts that you can collect in the game. These are all of the emotes you can collect in the game. These are, well, this is all of the stable locations. That's the fast, air quotes, fast travel is the stable masters. Um, Inventory will be a problem. I can tell you that right now. Inventory is always a problem. You buy extra slots and stuff and like that. But then we also have these things called carry-alls that you'll buy for Lotro points, that hold a lot of stuff. Yeah, we'll get, yeah, tons of achievements. There's 3 games in this game, as I always say. Here's the story. First and foremost, most important, amazing, and why this game exists and will exist for a very long time. Number 2, Fashion Quest. You have this wardrobe. Anything that you get that has any kind of visible, you put it into the wardrobe. You can use these wardrobes anywhere on any of your characters in these cosmetic slots to come up with your own looks. One of the coolest things in the game, making your own looks and stuff. So there's Fashion Quest. And number 3, most important, number 3, Inventory Management Simulator 2000. This thing is, you get tons of crap thrown at you and you're nonstop trying to deal with clearing out your inventory. The deeds. These are their achievements. Class race epic. You can see the different sets. Skirmishes. Those are like little mission things. Instances. These are all your dungeons and so on and so forth. The different areas and blah blah blah. Hobbies. They only have one hobby right now. It is fishing. And I don't know if they'll ever do another one. I haven't got into the war stuff yet at all. Area door is one of your first areas that you'll come to. These are all of what they call in other games zones. They're regions, they're huge. Each one of these is a different one of their areas and achievements. We are currently in, where's it at? Troll Shalls, Misty Mountains, Evandim, Angmar, Waterchow, Erigian, Inidwaith. Is it not on here? Is it Moria not in this area? Not. Well, it has to be. Hold on. Not over here, is it? Oh, it is. Okay, it's in the Rovanian tab. We're currently on Moria. You can see all the different areas there. There's Gondor, all the areas there, Mordor, and Herodeswith. This is the brand new expansion that just came out. But we are on Moria. These are all of the different achievements. I'm still working on the Slayer ones. There's tons. The point is there's tons and tons of achievements. They're called deeds. And when you finish a deed, that's an important point. So a lot of people don't know this, or not that they don't know this. It's a new kind of thing. When you finish a deed, the advanced version of like the Slayer deed, you'll notice that it has this right here, virtue experience. You gain virtue experience, and a lot of them give you Lotro points, so you can earn the real world currency in game by simply playing the game. So you can see you get 10 Lotro points by finishing this one. But you earn these virtue experiences by finishing deeds and stuff. If we come over here, we click on virtue traits. This is a whole thing. You can have 5 of them slotted at any given time. If we look like at tolerance, it's giving me tactical mitigation, resistance rating, physical mitigation, and 29 maximum morale added to my stuff. And you can see a little experience bar going across. That's virtue experience. This one's got green on it. That's because I have clicked this one. This is the current one that I am gaining virtue experience towards. It's on level 28 or rank 28, and it can go up to 30. And the reason that you see all these can go up to 30 is because that's based off of my level right now. So as I level up, the highest that you can go up in these virtues goes up as well. So it's tons of this that you can gain. The racial traits, based on your race, you'll be doing things and you finish deeds, and it gives you these special things. Like on High Elf, one of the things I thought was interesting was, let me see, where's it at? There it is. As a High Elf, I got this Grace of Valinor. It allows me to revive a person, aka resurrect a person that you hear in other games. So as this race, I get the resurrection ability. Normally, you have to have a class that has that. Tons of customization. Yeah. These are your class traits. You will have 3 lines. Some of them have 2, but most have 3 lines. They call them blue, red, and yellow for every class. I'm running red line on this Mariner. This is a DPS line. Yellow, in this case, they're not always this way. Yellow, in this case, is more of a crowd control support line. Blue is odd, actually. I don't remember what the blue is. Is it a healing? I can't remember what the blue Mariner is. I think it's partially healing. Um, this greatly changes how your character plays. Greatly changes. And you got these tabs over here. Start out with 2, I think. I bought the third one with mithril coins. So you can have different specs. This one I've got right now, number 1, is for my red spec. I have another one, I think number 2, for my yellow spec. Yeah, there's a ton. This game is not a little game. This game has a lot to it and has been evolving over 16 years. Oh, yeah. Another thing that people don't know about when they first come to this game that highly confuses them. When you first go to Moria, when you're gaining access to Moria. Oh, let's see. Poteen said Blue Line is a melee fellowship buffer and a little defense. Okay, buffs and defense. I get what you're saying. Yeah, I don't run blue, so I don't really know that. But when you first go into Moria, you go to this place called Wall of Moria or something like that, and you do this little quest line. And I'm not going to spoil it for you. There's a ton of spoilers in this game because it's an overarching storyline, and things change. Really big things change along the lines. Why the story's so cool. And something happens, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but eventually, because of that, you get what's called a legendary item. Your legendary weapons. So as a mariner, this is my legendary weapon. You have 2 of them. I also have this bag as my other legendary weapon. If what is it, shift, double click? Yeah, open that up. I will keep this weapon throughout the extent of playing the game. I got this at 48, I think, is when you first can get it. And you got these traceries that you can get and put into them that drastically does stuff to your character. You have to level up the slots that the traceries go into. It's insane. It's insane. This is a level of customization that's just beyond awesome. And you'll see that this word of power, I don't have one in, and this word of power, I don't have one in. That's because every so many levels you're allowed to reforge your weapon. You'll notice that my weapon's called Slice-O-Matic. It's not Lord of the Rings Online. That's me. When you reforge your weapon, you can name it whatever you want. I called mine Slice-O-Matic, and Bag of Extra Holding was the one I called mine. Every time you reforge, you can do that. When you reforge, it sometimes will give you an extra slot. Sometimes and all the times it allows you to go up higher on how far you can level it up, and so forth. And that brings us to another interesting thing. Hold down Control. Is it Shift I? Legendary item reward track. While you're doing quest, let's see if this one's got it here. You can see here my rewards in this quest is some reputation, a couple items I get to choose from, and legendary item experience. At level 48, I think it is, when you can first start when you first get your legendary items, you start collecting this legendary item experience. That goes towards your legendary item reward track, and this gets changed every so many months or whatever. I don't know how often they do it. So you start out at 1 over here, and you're gaining experience, and you claim those things. I've claimed all the way up to, where am I? Right here, 65. And you can see this experience bar is going across for 66. This is how you get really good stuff to use in your legendary items, traceries, and so forth. It is a super complex system, and there's no way I can do it credit to what you need to know about it here. I highly suggest going and watching a video made specifically for that. So yes, there's a lot of complex systems in Lord of the Rings Online because it's been getting developed and modified and upgraded over the past 16 years. And one of the non-player kinds of things that is actually in this game that I find super cool is the music system. You can get a music instrument and get MIDI files, I think it is, and play them, and your character will stand there playing that instrument, playing that MIDI song, and you can actually group up with somebody else, like a group of people doing that with all of theirs, and you have a little band playing, and people can hear that music being played, and they do concerts and stuff like that all the time in these games. Recommendation on class. Every single class is unique and fun. There is not a non-fun class in this game. It all depends on your preferences of how you want to play and what you enjoy. The game is amazing and deserves so much more credit than it gets. I will tell you right now, because you're going to run into it, I guarantee it, that it does have server lag issues. Everybody runs into it. Right now it's running smooth for me. But there will be times when you're playing and this guy and me will be sitting there just staring at each other and nothing's happening. It happens. If the game wasn't so good, people wouldn't put up with it. That's a Mariner thing y'all just saw there. My stance got too far forward and I didn't do anything to fix it and I got stunned. It's a real thing. Absolutely. There have been times when I've been super frustrated and screamed at my computer. But, you know. They say they're working on it, and they've been saying that for years, and you see some things that look like they have made some strides forward, but no telling when it'll be completely fixed. Alright, we got everything down there. We need to go do a turn in. And I did it again. It's this thing right down here. You can see this is specific to the Mariner. That's why I said all classes are unique. This is a unique thing to the Mariner. And basically, as I do abilities, it either pushes me fore or aft, and that has varying effects on my abilities that I do. The Mariner is a combo. Mini combos, not big combos, but a mini combo class. So, like when I'm doing this one, it tells you what it will affect if you do something directly after doing it, particular ability. So, this one here, what is that? That's not a good example. This one, you can see it says swordplay, advanced deals more damage, advanced gains a chance to stun, marked foes deals more damage. But so if I do riposte and then I do thrust, or was that the one? It's not. Advance. Where's my advance? There it is, sweeping advance. So if I did this and then did advance, it would get additional damage. When I do my advance, swordplay, finishers deal increased damage. So when I do my sweeping advance and then I do a finisher, that's not a finisher. That's not a finisher. This one's a finisher. Yep, right there. it'll do more damage. And when I do this one, it says enables recenter. That's this one here. And that's how I get myself back to center. So if I'm way over here, I do my finisher and immediately use my center, and it brings me back to center so I don't get off balance and get stunned. Now, the big combo class in the game is the Warden. And I will warn you, or not warn you, I guess warn's a good word. I don't know. Just make you aware of the fact that with the server lags, combo classes like the Warden are, in my opinion, I don't advise it. It's a super powerful class. It has large combos where you do this, then you do this, and you do this, and you do a finisher that will do something big. You gotta know all the different combos that you can use. But when you're playing a game that suffers from server lag, it can be extremely painful doing a class that has those long combos like that. There's a lot of people that love Wardens. I'm just saying, making you aware of it. Yeah. Just as Bori said, nothing bad has happened, Risiki. Not to us, anyway. Mazog cannot say the same. Rowan's worries are needless. But enough about Rowan. With all that he has been through, he deserves his rest, and I do not want to disturb his peace of mind by telling him all the details of our efforts in Zebagathol. I am curious about the last words of those servants of Mazog, the Pulpum guards that you defeated. Someone seems to be in league with Mazog, but to what end? Return to Zebagathol and search that place for treasure coffers. Want to learn more about Mazog's mysterious ally. Yeah, I just realized something. He's still hanging out with me. Where's this bridge I'm supposed to be taking him to? What is that one? That's Tribute to Light. Tribute to Light. I don't see it. Oh, he wanted me to take him out to... You know, we should probably go do that. I just realized I'm keeping this guy following me around all over the place. And I'm like, hold on. Shouldn't we be done with his quest already? He's like, I guess he's going to take me to the bridge eventually. I'll just keep following him. Ah, darn it. Check something. Oh, no, this isn't the right spot. Okay, I know where we're supposed to go now. That was my bad. Sorry, Savannah, just kind of taking you the long way there. The extra super duper long version. By way of a whole different quest area. Alright, he's wanting me to take him over here. Okay. Alright, right up here to the right. That's where he's actually wanting to go. Discover the Bridge of Khazad-dûm, West Arch, the Bridge of Khazad-dûm. Alright. So, we have made it at last. That was quite a trek, and I'm glad we made it together. But something is amiss. Let's collect treasure coffers. Oh, we went up here. Okay. This is the spot where Gandalf said, "You shall not pass." This is it right here. What is this madness? The bridge is shattered, Risiki. This is a tragedy I could not have foreseen. I wish to know more about what happened here, Risiki. Why is the bridge broken? And do you not sense an air of restlessness about the orcs nearby? If you could interrogate one of their leaders, you might be able to find out something about what happened. Alright, so we've got to go back here and kill some of these guys and find out why the bridge is broken. Of course, we all know why the bridge is broken, but they don't know why. Get him already. There we are. Oh, I got the paperwork. Bring the charred papers to Sivan. We will do that. We'll run back over there. Sivan reads the charred papers you hand him. Interesting. I see the word gosh. That is fire. Of fear, terror, written in common speech. This particular cluster of orcs seems to be on the move, fast towards the Dimril Dell, where they are not from here, nor do they wish to stay here. I believe they are seeking a brief respite before moving out. Something has certainly made them uneasy, but I wonder what could have made them overcome their fear of fire and sun to pursue this path. Why do they head towards the Dell? We get to choose something. This is going to be a necklace. We lose critical rating. We gain some agility and might, which probably will make up for it. We'll check it here in a second. These orcs are only here temporarily, it would seem, but they gather their strength to push a small army towards the Dimrim Dell. As to why they would face fire, fear, and sun to move eastward, I know not, but I do not like them. Let us trim their ranks, Risiki. Alright, so let's take a look here. So, this is the item we're going to put on, and what I'm looking at is critical rating, which currently you can see is 28.1, 6.4, and 34.7. I'm going to put this on. And it goes to 27.5, 6.3, and 33.7. Let's go back one time. 28, 34, 27, and 33. So, it's technically not better than what I have on right now. So we will just leave it off. Alright, so we're going to go kill some more orcs, because that's what we do. The only good orc is a dead orc. Ah, here we are. This will give us a side quest. Kill him real quick. Ooh, we did not go and find somebody. We're gonna get off balance. Oh, we're good. It went back. Alright, so let's check here. We got reduced awareness because it's having some server lag. This here was remote quest for picking up these things. Narful's ore can be found at the crack's edge in the center Nudmelik. You should collect Narful's ore in Nudmelik. You've discovered a highly unusual ore in the cracks of this place, churned up by whatever force shattered the bridge and the floors around the chasm. Whatever that could possibly be. There's another little side quest. You click on this shining barricade, you'll get a quest. Orc barriers can be found at the so-and-so blah blah blah. We should destroy them because they shouldn't be allowed to have that crap. I can't get around that. There we are. Oh yes, by the way, there is an auction house. Sorry I didn't see your message up there. If you decide to pay the monthly subscription, what they call VIP, everybody refers to as VIP. If you do that, whenever you go to a main town like Bree or wherever, you'll find a boar fountain. It's a fountain, the boar shooting water. They call it boar fountain. There'll be an NPC there. It's a VIP NPC. You right click on her, take her quest, turn the quest back into her, and you get this item. Do that every 14 days. You'll have subscriber town services. You right click this anywhere in the world. It brings up this menu, which will give you a shop where you can buy and sell, access to your vault, access to your shared storage, access to the wardrobe, access to the auction house, and access to reforge your legendary items. Anywhere. It's a godsend. If you can afford it, I highly suggest doing the monthly subscription just so you can get that item. If you can't afford it, don't worry about it. You can play the game just fine without it. It's just a benefit. Yeah, I can afford it, so I do it, but like I tell everybody, if you can't afford that kind of thing, don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. The other thing you get from that, by the way, I don't think I have it here. I don't, because I right click it, then I just throw it out of my inventory, is every 14 days when you do that, you also get another little item. You right click and it gives you this buff right there, subscriber buff. So accelerates crafting time, prevents item wear from combat, crafting, and defeat. So you get those two benefits. It's a very nice benefit, but obviously the VIP item that allows you to get to a store and all that other stuff anywhere in the world is the biggest benefit of it. Ouch. And I believe this is how much I don't pay attention. I believe you get some Lotro points every month as well by doing that. I don't know for certain, but I believe you do. Here we are. We finished that side quest. Still need more of these things, though. They should have finished that one. What else is there? Bring the ore to... Oh, I bring them back to him. Okay, got it. Yeah, we're lagged. Yeah, he's dead. And now I'm swinging at things that don't exist. Impressive find. It was in the shattered floors, you say? Something terrible came this way and shook up the very foundations of the earth, from the look of it. But at least one good thing came from it. Well done, Risiki. Make them think twice about whatever mischief they are getting themselves into. I am ready to leave and head eastward, Risiki. Will you escort me on my journey? With the bridge gone, I fear the way might be dangerous. Alright, so we have got to get him... Well, he's showing back this way. Oh, I have to click the horn first to get him to pop up. But I believe he's going to have us taking him around this way over to here. Yep, there's the thing. So we will continue that before going back to that other area that I went to and was doing the questing. I was getting ahead of myself. Hold it. Why does he have a... Oh, it's just the thing showing that he has a quest to turn in when I finish it. It was confusing me at first. Starting to worry about my grocery delivery. Should have been here about an hour ago, if not sooner. It is freezing cold out there right now, though, so I feel sorry for the person that's doing it. And might be why they're running behind, honestly. There's a major Arctic front that has come down into the Americas this week. Oh, that's not fun. Luckily, I'm down in the south, so it's cold as hell out there, but we don't have snow. And we got lucky this time. We missed the ice, which is what we generally get here in North Texas area. I think the ice is going to be a little south of us this time. We might get a sprinkle of snow, but it won't be anything. It's just going to be cold as hell. I was going to get out yesterday and go grocery shopping to get some things that I need before it freezes over, but then I was lazy and I just ordered it for delivery. So yeah, I feel sorry for the guy that's actually doing the delivery. Man. Of course, out of everything I'm getting delivered today, the thing I'm most worried about is the toilet paper. So when I checked the other day, I was like, "Ah, crap! We got one roll left." So I'll put that on the list. If it doesn't show up and it ices over out there, yeah, it could get bad. Might have to start destroying some books. Let's see, where are we supposed to take him? Uh, that. Oh yeah, in the corner over here. There we are. This is a good place to rest, Risiki. Let us pause here. He just paused way back here. Now my feet ache. We have come a long way from Duran's threshold, my friend. I'm glad to make this last leg of my journey with so stalwart a companion. No problem, buddy. No problem at all. Did you see those orcs at the crossroads of Sudolthurk? What's a hard one? Sudolthurk, Risiki? They were pushing mine carts along the road. I think they are carrying war supplies eastward. I cannot guess why. Why would the orcs of Moria wish to face the sun? May never know the answer, but we should stop them if we can. Alright, so we're going to go up here and deal with these mine cart pushing orcs. Actually, I suppose we're going to destroy the mine carts. That works for me. Hold on, what do we get here? A remote quest. Destroy the carts. Ah, that was... okay. It was blinking because it was starting a remote quest. We are going to deal with the orcs. At the same time. We're getting very close to me needing to put my pocket item back in that stops my experience before I being level 61. I believe I've already got this mirror up here. It's a collection of quests for these mirrors as part of a deed, I should say. Finding each of these mirrors. It starts a quest, you go turn it in, and I don't think I've ever gotten every one of these mirrors. That's one of my goals this time through. But yeah, I can't click it, so I've already done this one. Let's see if I can find that real quick to show y'all what I'm talking about. So this is Moria. If I go to... is it Explorer? Set rewards. Bulwarks. Scrolled the wrong thing. The cliffs, the foundations, find the refuge now. Redhorn loads, waterworks. It's not going to be set rewards, or it's not going to be explorer. Go to all. And it may not actually have a set reward now that I think about it. Here it is. Reflections. I've turned in 7 of 9 of them. Complete lighting the way, so on and so forth. Always with the red ones I've done. I got 2 more I'm looking for. Reflecting on the past and a glimmer of hope. Finishing that whole deed will get me 5 Lotro points, 30 marks. That's another whole system. And a title, Risiki Reflector, the Reflector. And increase my reputation with the Iron Garrison Guards. Nothing super special, but it's just I'm a completionist, so I'm trying to do it. I absolutely love the ambient sound and music in this particular area of Moria. There's 8 of 8. Destroying the carts. Alright, so I think, yeah, we finished both of those quests. We're going to head back and turn those in. This right here is one of the combos I was talking about on the Mariner. If I do the dodge and then immediately after that do disengage, I get a sprint combo effect that happens for a short while. The fact that all of the classes are unique and fun in this game is kind of a problem for me because I'm an altaholic. The fact that they're all fun makes it to where I end up playing every one of them. I've had so much time spent doing all of this over and over on different characters. I'm trying to focus here recently on like 1 to 3 characters. I'm trying really hard just to focus on 1 to 3 to get through some content. I'm glad you thinned their ranks, Risiki. The dell will be safer, as will the road eastward. You found evidence of enemy movement towards the eastern gate while you were out, did you? That does not bode well. Alas, that this great hall should be so sullied by all manner of things. What should we do? We should kill it all. Hey, we just finished something. And okay, this is important. Virtue cap is reached. So this one here I was on, it is 30 of 30 now. So I have to choose another one for it to go. So I'm just going right down the line to the other one down here. Generally, what you would do is you would find 5 that you're going to actually use, and those that I have up here are the 5 that I'm using, and get all those up. What I'm doing is just literally trying to cap every single one. So I'm just starting at the top and going down, just because I want to. And I can see I'm getting really close to leveling. So before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and put my pocket item back in. This pocket item here is the flowing silver stone of the tortoise. You notice at the bottom of it says experience from monster kills is disabled, experience from quest completions is disabled. It should be crafting as well. I don't see it there, but I know crafting doesn't give me experience either. This is not the one you buy in the Lotro store. I got this one as a thing from one of the expansions I bought for the game. But the one from the Lotro store is only 150 Lotro points. It's super insanely cheap, and it basically just has the experience disablers on it. It doesn't have the stats. And the reason a lot of people use those, by the way, is because It is super, super easy in this game to outlevel the content. There's way more content than there are levels for the content as you go through the level ranges. So a lot of people will go like 5 to 10 levels, lock their experience, do all the content, all the quests that they want to do around the world for that, and then when they've expelled it, they take it out of their pocket item to let them level up to the next 5 or 10 levels and repeat over and over and over. So we got 5 Lotro points. Deed was completed. This was Quest of Nud Melik. We finished 18 of 18 quests. Got 2,000 virtue, 30 marks, and 5 Lotro points. I am rested, and I see that you are eager to get moving. Shall we make our final journey together, Risiki? I was told by many that the dwarves hold the first hall. Hope this means that the remainder of our trip will not be too difficult. Absolutely. Let's get rolling. Alright. So, yeah, we're going to go up here to the corner and head out towards the first hall. That, I'm sure we'll go back and work on the epic quest line that we stopped because I was in the middle of this guy's long quest line. And one of these years, we'll actually go back over to Rivendell and get a couple of traceries to put into the 2 new slots on my legendary items that I opened when I reforged it. If I was doing raids and I was at the end game, I would not be running around with empty slots. But the thing is that I'm not. So it's okay that I'm not like min-maxed. I'm just doing, honestly, what it's called in this game is overland content, meaning it's not instances and it's not raids, and you can do the overland content pretty much without min-maxing at all. It's not overly difficult, so to speak. Therefore, it doesn't bother me that I'm running around with 2 empty tracery slots on my 2 legendary items. Just kind of looking around. Alright, we made it to the first hall. Reach the first hall, the eastern threshold of Morius. Vaughn wishes to speak with you. Okay. From Durin's threshold to the first hall, and great delving to Nud Melik. Think of all the halls we wandered to make it so far. Well, here we are. Let us put up our feet. And it went away. He's at the top up here. We made it! At last we will smell the clean air again and feel the sun upon our faces. I am mighty glad we defeated the orc parties making their way eastward. I thought this camp would be better defended, but I do not think these dwarves could withstand a push from Mazag's orcs. Lagged. It is time for us to set foot in the open air once more. Do not know about you, but I never thought Khazad-dûm would be so deadly. I'm glad I will have completed my venture across all of it, but gladder still to have made it out alive. Come, Risiki, let us go smell the fresh air. Alright, nope. Oh, okay, it's going to be an instance kind of thing. Travel now. Here we go. Private instance, so to speak. I cannot wait to see the sun, moon, clouds, and stars once more. This trek has been a long one and sad. We have suffered many losses. I cannot be more thankful to lay eyes upon the fair sun once more, Risiki. This way, my friend. I can smell the open sky. Alright, so when we started Moria, we were on the other side of the mountains, way over there. If you remember from the movie, they find the door that they do something and it glows and it opens up. That was Durin's Threshold, I believe is what that's called. And we've gone all the way across Moria and come out the other side of the mountains. Here we are. If you don't mind, Risiki, I would like a moment to myself. Alright, talk to someone at Mekambezru. Gonna be down this way. We're not done with Moria, it's just you do a little bitty quest thingy out here and then go back in. Welcome to Mekambezuru. I am pleased to see that you made it out of Moria with your skin still intact. You must be a bold warrior. You may rest here and look out upon fair Khazad-dûm. Let's see. Let's see that guy over there we need to talk to, but I was checking. There's a stable master here, right? Did I pass right by him? Could be right here, but you know what? We're inside a special private instance, so that's not why it's not showing up right now. Alright. Beautiful, is it not? It's true that the stars of the mirror shimmer always upon the surface of the water, be it day or night. Look for yourself. Oh, come on over here. Oh, move. There we are. Whoa, man, it was about to run right off there. I got a feeling we're in the wrong spot. Let's check. Could have been right around here. Maybe I'd do it right next to him. Yep, that's what it is. The waters of Khazad-dûm look cool and clear, the stars shining fair upon the surface, and I didn't get to read the rest of it. Alright, so now we need to go back up there to talk to Sver again. So we'll mount up for that. And by the way, you can see on the map here, we came out of Moria, right over here. There's the mirror, big waterfall coming down to it, and over here, Galadin. Galadin. This is the home of oh my god, my brain went dead. Galadriel. Isn't that it? Yeah, I think that's her name. That's where her people are. After Moria, you go over there and talk with them and do some stuff for the elves over, the high elves over in the tree city there. And it is absolutely beautiful. How fair and fresh the dell. I am glad I lived to see it. I feel refreshed and ready to return to the depths of Khazad-dûm to continue helping the expedition establish a foothold. What do you plan to do? I plan to travel back in. Alright, so... where's he at? There he is. I feel better already. A bit of fresh air does one good, even a dwarf. Now I cannot wait to delve back into the great mine. I have not yet decided where to settle, perhaps the deep descent or the chamber of the crossroads. Sunlight is a lovely break from the dark, but I am a dwarf after all. You seem ill at ease, Risiki. What is it? After a moment's consideration, you tell Svanner that you are still curious about the bridge of Khazad-dûm. That is an odd thing to say, but you might as well take another look at it if it will ease your mind. Do not know what came to pass there or why it was shattered so. Do not get your hopes up that there will be further evidence, but look on it once more if you must. So we're going to travel to another private instance to do a little thing here. I believe we're headed up to a pretty cool little thing here. We discovered the bridge of Khazad-dûm East Arch, and we finished a deed by doing that, an exploration deed. We just capped this one, so we'll go down to the next one. Deed completed. It was a good one, 4,000 virtue. It was an exploration, so we finished finding all those things. We gained a new title. We are now going to be called Star of the Show. That's not right. That's what we are. Here it is, Friend of the Nine. What? Okay, and we gained 10 Lotro points by just playing the game. Alright, so we're seeing a vision. Strange memory unfolds. Observe what came to pass upon the bridge. A riddle of a memory unfolded before your eyes as Gandalf faced the most fearsome creature in something that went off my screen super fast. There it is. You have ever beheld. Okay, return to the goat. So we got a vision of what happened there. We saw Gandalf, and he was doing the whole "you shall not pass" thing. You have explored the bridge of Khazad-dûm before leaving Moria and beheld a memory of Gandalf facing a terrible foe. This goat will return you the first alternate. Okay. And I believe, yep, we gotta go talk to him. Did you see anything of interest, Risiki? Any evidence of what happened? You feel shaken by what you saw and uncertain of the truth in it. You choose to say nothing at this time. Well, I did not think there would be much worth in scouting it out. Perhaps someday we will solve this riddle. You look as though you are ready to move on at last, my friend. Why do you not head over to Mecklenbezeru? It will be an adequate resting point before you head into the deadly trees of Lothlorien. That was the name I was looking for, Lothlorien, the area over there. You would like to pay a tribute to the fallen dwarves of Moria, would you? Well, I noticed some fair flowers and empty vases out on the Dimril Dell. Perhaps you can show your respects to those who never made it out alive by planting some white flowers in their memory. So that's outside there. This other one, friends at the gate. So yeah, okay, we'll head over there. I know we're not going to stay out there though. You can see I've already got the stable master, by the way, because this color would be a different color. Came here earlier when I was doing another quest. We're going to grab the flowers, but there is something else out here I was looking for. Here it is, a riddle. All throughout Moria, you find these riddles that you do. Notice I can't click this one. It's because I haven't finished all the riddles inside. When you finish it, you come out here and do this one, and it's like one last riddle that gives you something. I'm not going to spoil that either. But I just wanted to point that out because it's very easy to miss it. So we'll go ahead and pick 6 flowers. By the way, you can probably hear me clicking the keyboard. For those who've never played Lord of the Rings Online, it has 2 special key bindings that are awesome and should be in every MMO. I wish they would put them in. One of them, it selects the nearest clickable item, or nearest activatable item, however you want to call it. The other one is activate whatever you have clicked. And in this game, if you're close enough to it, your character, when you tell it to activate it, click it, or whatever, that button, it will turn and go to it and do it. So I don't know why that was put in, but I do know that sometimes it's difficult to put your mouse on the right spot and click something, and so I kind of wonder if maybe that's why it was put in. But I wasn't here back when this game first came out, so I can't say that that's the reason. But I have gotten to where I love that feature. I cannot tell you how much I love that feature, and I wish every MMO would have that, so I don't have to pick up the mouse, move it around to find the item, and click it. I can literally just hit one button and another button, and it does it. Fantastic feature. As you get older, your hands stop working so great, and this is the kind of little help that us older folks really enjoy. You have commemorated the fallen dwarves of the expedition appropriately. The bright flowers will grow here like the hope and boldness kindled in the heart of every dwarf. They may have lost their lives, but their legacy shall live on. Alright, so we've done that. We need to go down here and talk to this guy at this quest hub down here, and get the stable master. But we're not going to actually take the quest down there and do them because I want to go back in Moria. I still have a ton of content to do in Moria before I come out here to start working on Lothlorien. Alright, so see there's the stable master. Icon above him is green because I've never clicked on him before. And who am I supposed to turn this into? Talk to someone at Bezru. Is there a specific person that's available? It's not current. Current. Friends at the gate. Welcome, welcome. As you can see, all are welcome at Mecum Bizuru, where elves and dwarves come together to face the enemies of Moria and Lorien. What can we do for you here? Your travels in Khazad-dûm must have wearied you. I'm going to go ahead and take this potion, finish it. I'm not going to take any of the quests out here, because like I said, I still want to continue working on Moria. This would start me on Lothlorien area. So now we can go back in and continue the epic book, Chapter 2, A Greater Power. In fact, since we finished that whole thing and we're at an hour and 50 minutes on this particular stream, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here and take a break. Not a long one, just a short one. Use the restroom, get some food, check on my groceries, see if they're still coming, all that kind of stuff. And then I'll come back and start another one to continue on so I can get this over to YouTube. I try to keep them to 1 to 2 hours at most for my videos that I export over to YouTube, so it's not ungodly over there, unwieldy, whatever you want to call it. So, with that said, if you're watching on Twitch, please do me a favor and hit the follow. If you're over on YouTube, please hit the subscribe. And if you would, hit like and leave a comment because it helps to push me up in the searches over on YouTube. And then if you'd head over to the big X, what used to be called Twitter, you can follow me there. It's at Ferone the Gnome. And I put out screenshots and chat with people and all kinds of stuff. I've been doing AI art and putting those out there so often here lately. It's amazing what AI can do these days. It's some cool looking stuff. You can chat with me over there. If you are looking for a kinship, let me see if I can find the right button here. If you are looking for a kinship and you're new to Lord of the Rings Online, coming back after many years and starting over, or you're just tired of playing by yourself, I run a kinship on the Gladden server. This graphic is old. You'll notice it says November 2023 and a level lock of 55. Our current level lock is 60. We're working on um, Mines of Moria expansion. So this month we're 60. We'll probably be 65 or 70, one of the two next month. We'll vote. We vote as a kinship. But either way, all you got to do is get on our Discord, go to the introductions channel, introduce yourself. We'll get you set up on the Discord so you can see all the channels. And then we'll get with you to get you into the kinship on the Gladden server so you can play with us. We ask that at least one character of yours in the kinship is adhering to the level lock. So, you get to level lock, put your pocket item in, and stop your experience until we raise it again. All your other characters can either be in the level lock or not. Doesn't matter. You can be in the kinship and be max level with your other characters. Not an issue at all. We are a small kinship, and I think we lost a number of people over the holidays. People, I guess, burned out or whatnot. They just haven't been back. So we're missing a lot of people. We can't do group or raid content right now. So anyway, that's going to do it for this particular video. I hope y'all had a good time. I had a fantastic time. I'll be back here shortly on Twitch to start the next one. Until then, this is Frone the Gnome. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your day, night, morning, or whatever it is where you are in the world. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.